Hey guys, just wanted to have a quick video here today. This is kind of an unedited video. Just want to have an impromptu. So one of the things I noticed in my comments is about trying to join when you're having weight issues, and that being one of the things that holds you back, where your recruiter tells you need to lose weight. So this is something I've always had to deal with as my one problem area. Even when I was originally joining back when I was 18 years old, I struggled with my weight, and I was always like right at the maximum like allowable weight, and I was always like right there on the fringe. Like the first time I joined, I can't remember what body percentage you had to be, but every time I go up to MEPS, I would be like a 0.5% over what I needed to be able to join. And I tried and tried and tried. I think I went like to MEPS 6 times. Every time I went up, I kept not being able to make the maximum weight allowed. So that was a struggle I always had, and I finally did get it. It was extremely hard. I think the night before I went up, I took a bottle of X-Lax to just get that over that final hump. Thankfully it worked, and I was able to enlist back when I was 18 years old. But even luckily when I came back in, I came in with a reasonable weight to join. But the thing is that you guys are gonna know is that the weight you need to be to join is different than the weight you need to be within standard while you're in. So obviously they allow you to be a little heavier when you're joining, because obviously when you go to basic training, you're gonna lose some weight. But I find, so when I first joined, I was 18 years old. I think I joined and I was 203 pounds. When I went to basic training and I came back, I was 184 pounds. So I lost 19 pounds while I was in basic training. Fast forward to 2017 when I joined. I think I joined and I was 218 pounds, 19 pounds. And when I came home, I was 214 pounds. So there wasn't really much weight that I lost. A lot of that has to do with the physical demands of basic training has kind of eased up in the last 20 years, 21 years. So that's one thing that's changed. And I've always struggled with my weight, even now. Like I'm right always on the cusp of failing. So a couple years ago, the Army switched from so you fail weight, because I think my max weight's like 203 pounds. And I don't think I've been 203 pounds since birth. But so now with the new Army standards, they want you to weigh in and measure every month. So I'm always on the edge. Now it used to be so you'd fail weight, and then you go in, they tape you 3 different times. So they used to tape your waist around your belly button, and they would do the circumference of your neck. My biggest issue is that unfortunately I'm built like a pear, so all my body fat is right at my hips, right at my belly button. So the part they were measuring me was my widest point. So this made it very difficult to ever pass. And the issue with getting taped too is that, so, as I would try to lose weight back in the day, you want to get your neck as big as possible and your waist as small as possible. But the problem is that once you start losing weight, a lot of times you lose weight in your face first. So obviously your neck shrinks as you shrink, but your waist sometimes doesn't catch up. So you're trying to get your neck bigger, your waist smaller, and I just had difficulty with it for a long time, and I was flagged. And they put me in the Army body composition program. And basically what this means is if you fail weight and you fail your height and weight, the measurements, they flag you, which basically means you can't get promoted, you can't get any awards, you can't pretty much do anything. So I was put on that program, and in that program, you have to make progress. I think it's 3 pounds every month, or a percentage of body fat that you have to be making progress. Because if you don't make progress, they can file your paperwork to kick you out. So now it's a little different. Obviously, when you grow older, now I'm 40, so I have a little more leniency when it comes to my weight. So, but I still fail weight, and then I have to get taped. And like I told you guys, I'm built like a pear, so now they only measure you at your belly button. So with my height, I'm 6 foot, and my weight, I'm about 245, 250, and that puts me overweight. So now they have alternatives. So if you fail weight, you fail tape, they have alternatives, which I do the body scan. And based on my body fat percentage, I pass this because I'm just fat in the spot that they happen to measure. So it's an ongoing struggle, honestly. Like, it brings me so much stress every single month. You know, like every time I'm like, oh, I gotta stop eating. I can't eat for 3 days. I can't do this. I'm doing minimum amount of eating. But then when I do that, then usually when I decide to crash, I overeat. So then like I go from like down a couple of pounds, and I'll lose 2, gain 3. So it's an ongoing struggle. I talk about in some of my other videos with my custody challenge. It's been kind of a challenge to be able to maintain taking off weight, because, you know, like my coping mechanism has been food. So, but then like it's hard, because then you go to drill every month and they weigh you and you feel worse about yourself. So then you eat some more to eat the feelings that you're making up for. So it's just an ongoing struggle. And this is like one of the things that I think it's harder about being a reservist than being active duty. Because on active duty, I could just go to the gym all the time. You know, I'd be doing PT every morning. I'd go into formation. We'd be doing company PT. In the reserves, you're kind of just forced to do it on your own. Well, you're not forced to, but you need to force yourself to be motivated enough to do PT, go running, lift weights, watch your diet. There's definitely far less accountability, especially 28, 30 days a month when you're not actively drilling. So it's just one of the things I wanted to talk about. So if you're struggling with your weight and you're like right on the cusp, just keep working at it. You might not get there on the first try, and that's okay. Like I told you guys, when I was 18, I ended up going to MEPS like 6 or 7 times before I finally was able to pass weight to be able to enlist. So don't be discouraged. My best advice for you is, if you're really stressed about it, don't check your weight a lot. One of the things I did when I started to try to lose weight is I would take a piece of clothing that was a little tight, and that would be my milestone. Every day I would wake up, I'd put that shirt on, see if I weigh a little less. And honestly, that's what I'm doing now to lose weight. Is I have my OCP top, my uniform, and just every day I put it on, and I notice that it fits a little looser. So I don't get discouraged by the number on the scale, because honestly, for me, it's about body weight composition rather than what the scale reads, because I'll never make that. I'll never make that criteria. So if you guys are joining and you're worried about making weight, make sure you look at the standards and see what is acceptable. If you're already in and you're struggling too, I know it's a true struggle. Just find positive ways of making changes every single day and getting closer to your goal. So appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, please like, please share, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. May God bless you and your families.